Good evening, YouTube. I hope and pray that all is well. I'd like to thank those who have subscribed to my channel, and I ask that you all continue to watch my videos, hit that like button, that thumbs up button, all that good stuff. I just want to say, I'm not going to make this long because it's late. It's time for me to get into bed so I can go to work. But I just want to say, I was listening to a friend. And I listen to this person often. Now, we know, hopefully, that friend is not necessarily someone who, you hang out with and go out with and talk to on the phone all the time and laugh it up and all of that kind of thing. Those are more so acquaintances, people we have good times with. Doesn't mean that's your friend. As a matter of fact, this is someone who I have rarely spoken to. But I listen because they have a lot of wisdom to share. And I have garnered much respect for them in that regard. Well, in listening, I was able to put some things into action, not just hearing, this person's words, but taking the information and adapting it to my own self, my own personal life, and utilizing some of those things in my everyday walk, talk, and way of being. Now, I don't know their personal life. It's really none of my business. This person is a teacher, and I'm hearing the words wisdom carrier. They have a lot of wisdom. But again, I don't know their personal life. I need not know their personal life, and it's probably best that I don't know their personal life. Because, see, then when we know a person's personal life, we become too common. It's just part of our humanity. And in becoming so common, we lose the respect that we had for that person, because now we're seeing their humanity and we're seeing that they're not perfect. And the pedestal that we put them on because of, the wisdom that they share, it's like we become disillusioned. It becomes those things, they shatter, and that need not happen. We don't need to know everyone's personal life just because we like the words that they say or the wisdom that they have shared. And then we feel like, well, I got to be that person's friend. Let me get close. These are just things that we learn, let me get close to that person. Let me try to be develop a relationship with that person. And see, relationships, of course, we understand teacher-student relationship. All right. Various forms of relationships. Relationship doesn't always have to be, let me get in with that person in their realm, in their atmosphere, and get to know that person and hang out with that person and talk to that person all the time. And they tell me their business and I tell them mine, and so on and so forth. That need not be the case all the time. But again, I took some of the information that they were sharing and I said, And I started adopting and adapting that information to my life. One of the things that I adapted was taking the time to daily, not every now and then, but daily have that quiet time of prayer and meditation. Spending that quiet time of peace of mind, spending time with God, with my ancestors, so on and so forth. I will tell you this. from my experience, if you take the time every single day, if you take that time, quiet and still your mind. I mean, we've heard these things before. And you spend the time with God, the Most High, whatever you choose to call it, and your beloved ancestors. Many of the questions that you have, that we have, about our purpose, what should I be doing, okay? And also just some basic day-to-day living things about many things, a myriad of things, whatever, we have to know in this life. Your questions will be answered. Lessons will be taught. A spiritualist years ago gave me an ancestral prayer, and in part of that prayer, it says, this is an ancestral prayer now, open my eyes that I may see. Open my ears that I may hear your voice, and open my mind and show me the truth with clarity and with inner peace. And I can promise you this, if you take that time in sincerity, not necessarily even asking questions, but just being with your ancestors who have lived this life already. They've been here. They know what this is all about. And they have moved on. And like they say, your ancestors are you. They will do exactly that. They will be your teacher and they will be your guide. They know who you are, for you are them and they are you. You won't necessarily have to go to a spiritualist. One of the things that when I first went public with doing readings, one of the questions I often got was, what is my purpose? If you take that, I promise you, if you take that time, the answers may not come right away. See, I come from Generation X. They called us the fast food generation and had pity on us because we wanted things. Well, we wanted things quickly, but things were given to us quickly. They call us the microwave generation. Okay, things just quick. Okay, not and we had become acclimated to that and accustomed to that. Well, my God, now what they do to develop or underdeveloped mind. With quick. One thing that, for example, in my generation, these 30-minute television shows, you come on, a couple of laughs, a problem is presented, and then here's the solution, and everyone's happy in a matter of like 20-something minutes, because remember, there were commercials. Okay, that was then. So now you have these quick messages, these memes with, a couple of words in them, and there's the answer to life. Okay. Shortening the attention span. So it may not happen right away. You may not get the answer right away. But if you take that time every day, and you might miss a day or two, things happen, the answers will come. They will teach you. They will guide you. They will open your mind. They will open your eyes that you may see. They will open your ears so that you may hear their voice. Okay? And they will open your mind and show you the truth with clarity and with inner peace about a myriad of things, even things in this 3D, materialistic realm, to help guide you through life. I cannot look at this person and say, who gave me this understanding, that this is not something they said to me. But I listened to some other things they said that guided me on this path. And I always took some time daily. No, not daily. I always talk to God daily, but I didn't take cut out a piece of time in my day to spend alone with God, to spend with my ancestors, just as I was going, just still moving, not sitting, getting still, listening, talking to. And I said, oh, I listened to this person. God, a godsend, not just for me, for many. And I did it. And this is, well, for me, and maybe for many of us, I could say the miracle that has happened in my life, opening my eyes so that I may see, opening my ears so that I may hear, opening my mind and showing me the truth with clarity and with inner peace. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, light bulb went off for this particular matter. Oh, light bulb goes off for that particular area of my life. And then it hit me. Didn't you ask? I ask that you open my eyes so that I may see. I ask that you open my ears so that I may hear your voice. I ask that you open my mind and show me the truth with clarity and with inner peace. And that didn't even really come to me. That light bulb didn't come to me till I sat down. Whoa, you did exactly what I asked you to do, of course. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Ask. Ask. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the scriptures off the top of my head. I don't know the word, some of them word for word, But if your Father, if God, consider the lilies of the field, they toil or spin not. If he takes care of the fowls of the air, this, that, and other, so on and so forth, will he not do the same for you? Ask, and it shall be given unto you. And not just given, pressed down, shaken. I don't know the whole scripture. Something about so much so that it's flowing out the windows of heaven, so much so that you won't have room to receive it. It's not always just in a, solid material form. It's in the opening of the eyes so that you may see. Opening of the ears so that you may hear. And opening of the mind and showing you the clarity and the inner peace. Wait a minute. How is it? Opening the mind and showing you with clarity and with inner peace. I think I said it right. Showing you the truth, rather, with clarity and with inner peace. If you want to know, it is not always about going to someone to tell you. Matter of fact, it may be better if they don't. If you don't go that route. Because when you sit down in that time, in that space, and the answers eventually come to you, it is you, your bloodline, your ancestors, you giving you the breath of God that is within you, and God breathed into man, and they became a living soul, giving you giving you. And this is something that no one can take from you. I just want to share that. Sometimes allow the outside resources to be nothing more than a guide or confirmation. There's nothing wrong with that. But not to tell you who and what you are. You already know. It's already there. And speaking to your ancestors and the God within you, the breath of life, the breath of life, God breathed into you himself and you became a living soul. It is you telling you. And when the wisdom teachers come into your realm, be thankful. Not in a spirit of who they think they are or condescension because maybe you don't like the way they look or whatever the case may be. Jealousies, that type of thing. Those are tricks to keep you off your path and to keep you from going and being into the fullness of who you are. It's not dismay for that person. It is dismay for you. And keeping you from true friendship. All right, that's all I got. You all be blessed. Have a great evening. Peace.